I never thought love could feel like a battlefield, but here I am, standing in the wreckage of everything I believed in. It all began with a spark, an electric connection that made my heart race and my world feel alive again. We met on a chilly autumn night, the kind where the air smells of rain and possibility. His smile was a promise, or so I thought. From the start, his words felt like poetry whispered just for me. I hung on every syllable, savoring the warmth they brought to my cold, cautious heart. We shared secrets in the quiet hours, laughter that echoed through the dark, and dreams that seemed so tangible in those moments. I was falling, deeply and completely. But beneath that charm, there was a shadow I couldn't see, or maybe I chose not to. The late-night texts he brushed off, the sudden silences, the subtle shifts in his gaze when I asked too many questions. I told myself it was nothing, that love needed a little mystery. How wrong I was. I remember the first time doubt crept in like a thief in the night. I found a message on his phone, a message that didn't belong to me. My heart clenched, my mind raced with every terrible possibility. I confronted him, and he smiled, smooth and practiced, weaving a tale so convincing I almost believed it. But the seed of suspicion had been planted, and from that moment, the distance between us grew. The warmth turned cold, the laughter faded into tense silences. I tried to hold on, to bridge the gap with trust and hope, but every lie was a wall, every secret a chasm widening between us. One night I stayed up waiting for him, my phone lighting up with his messages that never came. Instead, a voice I didn't recognize answered when I finally called. The truth began to unravel with every lie I uncovered, each one a dagger twisting deeper into my heart. He wasn't the man I thought I knew. His stories didn't add up. His excuses fell apart under my relentless questioning. The man who whispered promises in the dark was a stranger hiding behind a mask of deceit. I was trapped in a war I never signed up for, fighting shadows and half-truths. Friends tried to warn me, but I was blinded by love, or maybe by denial. The heartbreak wasn't just in the lies, but in the betrayal of my own judgment, the shattering of the world I had built around us. The line between love and war blurred, and I was caught in the crossfire. The confrontation came like a storm, words hurled like weapons, accusations and defenses clashing until there was nothing left but raw pain. I saw the man beneath the mask, a man scared, flawed, desperate to keep his secrets hidden. And I saw myself, lost and broken, wondering how love had turned into this. In the aftermath, silence became a refuge and a torment. I replayed every moment, every smile, every touch, searching for clues, for signs I missed. The memories were poisoned with doubt, and the future felt impossible to imagine. Love had become a battlefield, and I was wounded, unsure if I could ever heal. Yet despite the chaos, a strange clarity emerged. I realized that the war wasn't just between us, but within me, the struggle to forgive, to understand, to reclaim my own worth. The lies and deceit shattered what we had, but they also forced me to confront truths about myself I had long ignored. I won't pretend it's over. The scars are fresh, and the pain lingers like a stubborn shadow, but in the quiet moments, when the storm subsides, I catch glimpses of strength I didn't know I had. This war has changed me, but it hasn't broken me, not yet. Every day is a choice, to let the bitterness consume me or to rise from the ashes with a heart still beating, still capable of love, but wiser and guarded. The battlefield of love is treacherous, but I'm learning to navigate it, one step at a time, with eyes wide open this time. Some nights I still reach for my phone, hoping for a message that won't come. The silence is deafening, a reminder of what was lost and what can never be reclaimed. But I hold on to the hope that someday, after the dust settles, peace might find its way back into my life. Until then, I carry the story of lies and deceit like a wound and a lesson. It's a painful chapter, but it's mine. And as I write these words, I'm not just telling a story, I'm fighting to reclaim my voice, my truth, and perhaps someday my love. This is just the beginning of a long journey. The war of love is far from over, and the battlefield stretches out endlessly before me. But I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the hard-earned wisdom of a heart that has known both the sweetness of love and the bitterness of betrayal. And so I stand here, not as a victim, but as a survivor. The scars will fade, the wounds will heal, and maybe one day I'll find a love that doesn't have to fight so hard to survive. Until then, I keep moving forward, one breath, one step, one day at a time. The night is quiet now, but the echoes of what happened still linger in the shadows. I close my eyes and let the memories wash over me, some sharp and painful, others bittersweet reminders of what once was. Love, I've learned, is never simple, especially when it becomes war. There's a strange comfort in the chaos, a strange beauty in the broken pieces. I'm gathering those fragments, slowly, carefully, trying to put them back together into something new, something stronger. It's a puzzle with missing pieces, but I'm determined to find the shape of my own piece. Every lie told was a crack in the foundation, every deceit a blow to the heart. But beneath the rubble, there's still a pulse, a stubborn beat that refuses to stop. Love may have turned into war, but I'm still here, still fighting, still hoping for a truce. And so the story continues, tangled and unresolved. The wounds are fresh, the questions remain unanswered, and the future is uncertain. But I'm holding on to the parts of me that are unbroken, the parts that still believe in love, even when it hurts like war. This isn't the end. It's just a chapter in a story that's still unfolding, a story of lies and deceit, but also of resilience, courage, and the unyielding hope that love can, one day, be more than a battlefield. The dawn is coming, slow and hesitant, promising a new day. And as the light creeps through the cracks, I find a small, fragile hope stirring within me. Maybe this war will end, and maybe, just maybe, love will find a way to heal the wounds it once created. Until then, I wait, watch, and learn, because in the midst of lies and deceit, there's still a chance for truth to break through, and that chance is worth fighting for. So here I am, standing at the edge of what was and what might be, writing these words not as a farewell but as a promise to myself and to the love I'm still searching for. The war rages on, but so does my heart. I breathe in the silence, the calm before whatever storm comes next, and in that quiet, I remember that love, even when it becomes war, is still the most powerful force I know. And with that, I take the first step forward, into the unknown, carrying the lessons of lies and deceit, and the fierce hope that love, in all its messy, painful glory, will lead me somewhere new. The night fades, the dawn breaks, and the story goes on, and so do I.